Entering system. Heretics End. Thank you.
Departing to execute the mission.
Departing to execute the mission. Departing to execute the mission.
Reporting back for duty. The mission was a complete success.
Departing to execute the mission. Reporting back for duty. The mission was a complete success. Departing to execute the mission.
Awaiting orders.
Entering system. Sanctuary of Darkness.
Can I help? Goodbye.
Envoy.
Take that.
your journey to our ancient, as you may have keenly registered, while I await the summons of Her Majesty's Royal Council for redevelopment of the fortification of the Sanctuary of thanks to extensive preparations, the construction is already completed. Once our mission is, if only these inhabitants had received as thorough a briefing by the Queen herself. Indeed, as you had the pleasure, precisely as I warned, we intrude upon their dark sanctuary, and naturally they seek to divest themselves of our presence. The thanks to once our, if only these inhabitants had received thanks to their unique war tech, even if these, consequently, we shall, by taking a forward position, we may gain valuable intelligence and divert Ka'ak attention away. Tragically, we have, of course, you may choose between what, unless you prefer to risk your own ship, of course. Once you are settled, we shall embark, like a school of Nishalan mud wranglers on the first day of swelter season. They are Tinfiga. At first I had Royal Warden. I do not know him. Tinfiga. Despite her mannerisms, I can also personally attest to her unswerving loyalty. Splendid. Since it appears that we will not have the... We shall speak again once you have...
Of a law to converse with you in this emotional state.
Sure.
Yes. What is it you require? Very well, but do not keep me waiting.
I am elated and ecstatic to welcome your return. Would you look at that? As luck would have it, one of my pilots has requested a discharge. If you are willing to take his place, there is a well-equipped and only slightly battered gunboat, a Keen, the queendom of turrets. If you pay attention, you can see their influence everywhere. Oh my, unless I want, or really, no time for flowery antics during a battle. So best gunboats are built to provide fire support. Corvettes, how does that sound? Want to join? Terrific.
I see you have engaged the lift. Observe how your ship rises majestically from the depths. One of the ship consoles next to our M-class docking pads, though I would never prevent you from reverting to your own vessel instead, should you so desire.
Pilot, we still need someone to hug the carrier, in case the Ka'ak tries to. Like your ship close to the turret. That I have marked on your heads-up display.
Fleet, we are commencing our highway tunnel patrol. May I cordially invite you to stay on high alert since we expect
Queen's Guard.
Time to wipe you out.
Protector.
Twist my flippers. I wonder if I would be this reckless if I had a jump drive like them.
Indeed. I would like to see that.
Protector. Queen's Guard. Protector. Protector. Queen's Guard. Protector. Guard. Protector. Danger. Protector. Protector. Protector.
Stop your attack.
Queen's Guard. Protector.
Cannot wait to retire to some nice, cozy place deep under the sea after these escapades.
Protector. Protector. Queen's Guard. Protector.
We have received word from Lilac Vin. Their scouting mission has resulted in new and exciting, yet also somewhat worrisome discoveries. While we approach the rendezvous point, you have the opportunity to dock at the carrier and have your ship automatically repaired.
Reporting back for duty. The mission was a complete success.
I'm delighted that you have heeded my call. Feast your eyes on this emerging cataclysm.
I am truly torn between awe and apprehension. I think we may have uncovered a Ka'ak gathering place.
Gathering for what, exactly? I feel compelled to ask.
Look, they are warping in and out. Are they planning a mass attack on the highway? And yet, this feels as though we are intruding on something very private.
You are suggesting that this location may hold societal value to the Karg, a holy place within their sanctuary, a jump beacon. Is this a ceremony of procreation?
Though I concur with your doubts, the military implications of this discovery are undeniable. It pains me to say that we must disperse this congregation, and without delay.
Reporting back for duty. The mission was a complete success.
Empty space. Hull damaged. Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Fleet, we are on the cusp of engaging a dauntingly large school of Ka. Do not hesitate to dock for your own safety should the need arise.
Hull critical. successfully docked.
We have stirred them up.
Protector. Queen's Guard.
Observe our adversary's vaulted planning.
Protector. Protector. Danger. Protector. Queen's Guard. Danger. Astral Protector. Danger. Queen's Guard.
Commander, I must hereby confess my virgin worry. If the Kark are able to engage their jump drives at a moment's notice, why did these ones fall astern in dark between?
A justifiable question indeed, which... Oh dear.
That was no retreat, was it?
I may have just received the confirmation that indeed it was not. Lilac and Azure Fizz, I require all of you to redock at our carrier at once.
Menelaus Reminiscence. Docking granted. Pressure.
Fleet, our fellow Boron at the construction site have sent word that the Ka'ak are attacking in force. We shall cross the blinding barrier to come to their aid.
Hydra. Docking not possible. Docking not docking not.
Hello there. Pleasant travels.
Docking not possible. Menelaus reminiscence. Entering system. Kingdom end. Menelaus reminiscence. Docking granted. Pressure.
Welcome again. Yes, indeed, I would like to give you my most heart. You and everyone else. Of course, I also remember the reward that was mentioned in the official post. Though I will need you to restore your temporary ship assignment to us. Am I truly that easy to read? You see, in Kokomo, but please, there is a victory to be celebrated today. We do not. It seems the truth, the Tinfiga, she also thinks, fortunately, the highway will drastically limit the likelihood of our species interacting in the future. So perhaps we are now safe. I never doubted, and I am pleased to bestow upon you the due reward for your. But, as I have just been informed, please consider paying a visit to the crew quarters, where someone should be waiting for you. And my
Hello there. After that, we both, you kept it together well out there, by the way. Well, wait. Anyway. Or maybe it is. I am Jamshala's. So I would ask you to come and visit. But you seem. Oh, right. One of my flight members. Or perhaps he. In already signed off. Sir, can I help? Goodbye. Can I help? Confirmed. Back again? Sure.
I trust the hiring ceremony has gone well. Then I believe this ultimately concludes our cooperation, permanently this time. Let me again wish you farewell and safe travels.
Entering system. Heretics End. Entering system. Sol. Asgard. Asgard.
suffer the consequences.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting a criminal offense.
Affirmative. Criminal record has been updated.
Steady. Contact. Making preparations to breach.
Steady.
Contact. Making preparations to reach.
Contact. Making preparations to breach.
Contact. Making preparations to breach.
Advanced satellite.
Looks like you won't be going home.
Stop your attack immediately. You will now suffer the consequences.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting a criminal offense.
Confirmed. Criminal record has been updated.
Looks like you won't be going home.
Asgard.
for breach. Go! Move it! You are free to engage.
Continuing combat.
Continuing combat.
Falling back.
Continuing combat. Continuing engagement.
Safe to engage.
It's going to blow.
Continuing engagement.
We are pushing through. Lots of resistance.
They say it's too risky to engage.
Entering system. Heretics End.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
sir.
Good luck out there.
Good luck out there. Good luck out there.
Sir.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
Departing to execute the mission.
I am heading out now. Wish me luck, everybody.
Departing to execute the mission.
Entering system. Sol. Asgard.
Scan all you want.
Stop your attack immediately. You will now suffer the consequences.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting a criminal offense.
Affirmative. Criminal record has been updated.
Steady. This is for state information. Contact. Making preparations to breach.
Danger.
Contact. Making preparations. We're making our way.
Danger.
Reporting back for duty. The mission was a complete success.
Advanced satellite.
Stop your attack immediately. You will now suffer the consequences.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting a criminal offense.
Acknowledged. Criminal record has been updated.
You're not much of a pilot, are you? I've got you in my sights.
Asgard.
an update.
Preparing for breach. Sit rep.
Read.
Go! Move it! You are free to engage. They say it's too risky to engage. Tell them to fall back.
Sit rep.
Falling back!
Sit rep.
I have a team working on bypassing a lockdown.
Entering system. Yanamus Zura.
Ella, it's an honor to see you here. We're happy that it's an honor to present you. Of course, these benefits, but I hope you find once again. We look forward to profits to you. It's an honor to see you here. Good profit to you.
Entering system. Heretics End. Entering system zone. Accelerator, Venus. Asgard.
Departing to execute the mission.
Pod launched. Moving to target.
Stop your attack immediately. You will now suffer the consequences.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting a criminal offense.
Affirmative. Criminal record has been updated.
This is Group Leader. Follow that course. Contact. Making preparations to breach. Contact. Making preparations to breach. Steady. Contact. Making preparations to breach. Making our way through the hull.
Advanced satellite.
immediately. You will now suffer the consequences.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting a criminal offense.
Affirmative. Criminal record has been updated.
Need an asteroid.
Asgard.
I've got you in my sights.
You've had it now. I've got you now.
Preparing for breach. Sit rep.
Green.
Reporting back for duty. The mission was a complete success.
Go! Move it! You are free to engage.
We're pushing through! Lots of resistance!
We're pushing through. Lots of resistance.
It's gonna blow! Falling back.
Open fire! I'm calling it. Abort! Get back to your pods!
Entering system. Heretics end.
What's up, man?
Yes, sir.
I need a cut. How you doing, bro?
Welcome.
I haven't seen this shop in a while. How you been?
Good to see you.
You doing all right?
Doing all right.
I don't even really need to take it down, just clean it up.
Yeah.
Today, President Obama stopped in for a surprise haircut, and I was not prepared for that.
So what's been happening, man?
Doing what I do.
Well, I know that's right. With the center opening, we'll be spending more time here. You got the playground and the park, then there'll be Michelle's Garden, there'll be a restaurant over there.
We need more community centers, and for him to really like listen, take heed, and put it in action, I'm like, okay, cool, I can't wait to check it out.
No, you can come too, Mercedes. It ain't just for kids.
I've known President Obama probably about 25 years. Just a regular neighborhood guy, you know, and then watching him just shoot straight up, you know, that was really something. It happened very quickly.
How did you manage, like, staying in good health under, like, during
all the stress?
Yeah, the stress.
Well, I was pretty good about working out in the morning, and I'm pretty good about eating right. The big problem was lack of sleep, because you couldn't really do anything about that. See, Zarif hadn't lost his touch. Come on, everybody round up.
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
A Leo. Oh, you're a Leo.
Take care now.
Put it back in. For the oil to look that milky, it must have mixed with some water. But the question is, how? And why is that oil filled up in the intake? We started taking off the airbox to see how far the oil had gone down.
I don't understand it.
And it was all at the bottom of the air filter.
It's like it's come out of the engine, isn't it? There's just oil at the bottom of that.
Been lifted
it's
up.
Like it's gone like that, isn't it? I wonder whether it's like been pulled out of a ditch like that. It's like all the oil, but not the whole engine oil would come out. So the oil, instead of going in through there, it's actually come out of the engine. Why that's happened, we don't know. But it's not a good idea to try and turn it on until we're like clear. This is like a spark plug out job to really see what the situation is in there. So I think you need to get it inside, spark plug out, and have a look down the board to see if there's just oil sitting inside the cylinders. Well, what we thought was going to be a rebuild might be an engine rebuild. Oh no.
That has to be our main priority at the minute. Even though there's a lot of cosmetic damage, we need to see if this engine works.
As if this has took 6 people.
Oh, that's alright, you keep standing there, Toby. Go on, Toby, yeah, keep words of encouragement,
yeah,
please.
keep it going. Come on guys, you can do it.
So we're going to push the 812 in and inspect the engine further to make sure we don't have to rebuild it. Oh no. That looks like water.
That's not good.
Is that water?
Oh.
Engine very bad.
That looks like a flood. That looks like a flood damaged car.
Yeah, it does.
How was it? How the front end crash like this and then full of water?
Oh, that is not. Oh my god. It didn't say flood damage. It said fire extinguisher dust. You'd think if it went into water, it would have. It wouldn't need a fire extinguisher. The worrying thing is that on the Copart listing, it's stated that it runs and drives. And it also says possible mechanical damage, oil and water leaking from the engine. And it also says fire extinguisher power under bonnet. But I'm not sure what that means. If there is oil or water inside the cylinders and we try and start this car, the piston will try and compress that oil and water, and if it tries to do that, it could bend the conrod, causing the engine to seize. So we need to make sure that each one of these cylinders is clear of oil and water before we try and start it. So now we're taking out each spark plug so we can put a camera down there to find out. Right, we think this is the best way to get to the spark plugs. So down this side avenue, 1, 2, 3, 4 over there, 5, 6. We've got to take all of them out because there could just be oil in one cylinder, so we can't take the risk. First one, let's see how we're doing.
To get the spark plug out, first we've got to unplug the coil pack and then remove it from the top of the spark plug. Then we can put the socket down there and start undoing the spark plug. And once it comes out, we can inspect it.
Not bad.
Well, then we can put a camera down the cylinder.
That one looks alright. There's no sludge. So far, so good.
And my dad was doing the same on the other side. But nothing really looked untoward. All the cylinders look good so far.
Quite high up but clean in there.
We then had to do every cylinder. Remember, there's 12 on this car. But every time we took a spark plug out, everything seemed normal.
Piston's right at the top. No sludge in there.
We continued to do every single one, but every one had the same result. All the spark plugs looked normal, and no oil or water were in the cylinders, which is good news.
I then put it all back together and just crank it like Soldier Boy. Whoa! Dun, dun, dun. Soldier Boy up in it. Oh. Raz them spark plugs back in. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's all back together. And before we start repairing this thing, we obviously want to know whether it starts or not, because if it doesn't start, we know that we need to take the engine out and work out what the problem is, because we look through the cylinders are good, spark plugs look good. The only reason why it wouldn't start is if the bottom end's gone. Well, it would start, it just sound a bit rattly. And under here, actually here was the dipstick, wasn't it? And, oh, there's a little bit, but here's minimum, up here, and we're down here. So maybe, I know you're supposed to check these when they're warm, so for safety, put some oil in.
Now we do run the risk of overfilling the oil here, but I'm only going to put in a little bit, just for peace of mind when we start it. So in goes a drop of Valvoline.
Do you think it's going to go?
Yeah.
Tony, do you think it's going to go?
Yeah.
Right, here we go then. We don't want to be building an engine. Ready? And it's time to see if it'll start.
Oh! Get in there! Told you, didn't I? One more time!
The engine was running, but something sounded a little weird.
Whoa! What was that? Oh, it's just diarrhea everywhere. What is going on there?
It's got water in the engine, isn't it? In the oil.
Yeah.
Why is it diarrheaing out of that? So it's got a bit of water in the oil. It ran though. What, to run it again?
What's a little bit of water going to do?
Seize the engine.
See what happens.
Just don't rev it.
What the hell is going on there? Why is it like baby sicking
It's
out?
going everywhere.
What the hell? What's happened there?
It's diarrhea.
Oh my,
That's in the breathing system.
Yeah.
That's a bit
It's
poor,
tipped forward, isn't it? It's
bit
got to
poor,
have tipped up. Well, the good news is that the engine runs and turns over. The bad news, it looks like milky oil is coming out what I think is the PCV valve. And what that does is recirculate gas coming out the crankcase. When an explosion happens in the combustion chamber, sometimes you get a bit of gases blow past the piston rings and into the crankcase. And you then have this PCV system which takes the gases out of the crankcase and sort of recirculates them back into the intake. Now the only reason oil will be getting in here is if one, the engine was sort of tipped upside down, or the oil was overfilled. Both of which are possible. The only way to try and prove this theory right is just to drain all of the oil out and refill the correct amount and run the car until all of the breather lines for the PCV are nice and clear again. So that's what we're doing now.
There's two things we've seen under here. One, the oil cooler here. The cooler looks okay, but the pipe is squished. Is that causing unnecessary oil pressure and stopping the oil from returning back to the tank? Possibly. When we run it again, we would like to have that not kinked because this cooler is meant to be over here.
You can see, look, this thing is meant to be there. So we're going to try and wedge that forward. And whilst my dad's wedging that forward, I'm going to drain the oil out of the oil tank here. This is going to be fun and messy. And it was messy. Oil definitely shouldn't look that colour. It looks like we're pouring caramel syrup out of the engine. And next up, the oil filter.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, the oil has mixed with the water. And this also could be a possibility of why the oil is overfilled, because it could just be filled up with water, pushing it into the PCV system. What we're going to do is put everything back in now with the correct oil, without the oil filter because it's a wash up, and then we're going to run it all through again and see if we're okay. Here we go. So we're going to put everything back together, run some clean oil through it, and then see if the car runs any better. But judging from how bad that oil looked, it could take a few cycles of new oil to clean it all out. But let's see what happens now after we've unkinked those oil lines and cleared the old oil out. Right, here we go. Let's see what happens now.
Let's try.
Looking good.
Let's hear it from the back.
Woo!
Yeah, you're good. Right.
Oh, that sounds sick. Woo! I like this car. Yes! Engine's good. Looks like we're continuing the build. Things look promising now. Well, so far. We still had to drain this oil out because that immediately turned milky, and the plan was just to keep doing this cycle until eventually we got clean oil. We're just hoping that there isn't a problem with a cooler or something like a head gasket which is causing the water to mix with the oil. But judging by the fact there is no coolant in this car because the radiator is completely broken at the front, we might be alright. So I have no idea how the water got in there in the first place. I guess that'll be a mystery for now. Two months later, and we're in this situation, but we think I've ordered all the parts needed to rebuild this, and in 24 hours worth of labour time. This is going to be the hardest one we've ever tried to do yet. In 24 hours, hopefully we get a complete transformation, but those 24 hours starts now. Off we go! Okay, first things first, let's get off all the damaged parts. I'm going to start off by removing the bonnet. Now, we've got much better access to everything underneath it. Out comes the headlight and the other headlight as well. Both of these are damaged. So we're going to have to order a pair of those. And there's still plenty more damage we need to get through. And it looks like this car's been repaired before, at least part of it. Looks like a bit of filler in the wing. What's left of the bumper has come off, and then behind we've got some kind of like structure, and we've got Ferraris and
casting welding, we're really familiar with that welding now, and I would feel comfortable when probably repairing that, and my welds might be okay, but obviously it's TIG welding. I don't have a TIG welder, so we're gonna have to call Bob in, which I think he will come tomorrow. Also, this bar here, I'm just looking at it, that looks like it could have a bit of bend on it, or it could be broken, couldn't it? So that looks like it's riveted and welded. Classic Ferrari. They just wanted it to be extra strong, so they riveted it, welded it, and then sometimes they had a bolt in as well. Never mind. Let's continue to get all this front end off until we get to a point where there's no more broken things. Come on.
Next up, the broken panel on the front, and I'm hoping once I take this off, I might be able to access the radiators behind it and work out which ones are damaged and which ones aren't.
Looks like double trouble because this looks like it's broken as well. I've got a feeling I've ordered these. I've got a feeling, but also here, broken as well. Ferrari's welds. I think you could breathe on it, in my opinion, and it would fall off. We're getting there, we're getting to the radiators. Oh! Oh, okay. Okay, this might all just come off as one, that's good. These are all on the 296, loads of them. I don't know what they do, but there's some kind of communication, aren't they? What I don't want to do is unplug them and then mix all the plugs up, so I might just disconnect these and leave them all plugged in and then pull them over the top and pull out this broken fiberglass or carbon fiber panel.
On this panel here are the engine ECUs, which are effectively the computers for the engine. Usually on a V8 they have one for each side. This other computer, I'm guessing, is probably for the tyre pressure monitoring system, and the rest is just a mystery. The air filters are now coming out, and the air filter housing, and now we can see the radiator damage. It looks like quite a lot.
Oh yeah, look, it's MC Perich.
Whilst we're doing all this, the timer's ticking down fairly quick.
We're gonna say there's no aircon gas in it.
Oh. Ooh.
No, just an excess, not all of it.
No, I think that's got it in, Matt.
No,
No.
it's only a little bit.
No, Matt, that's not a little bit.
No, it's just a little bit.
Matt, that's not a little bit.
There was definitely none in that.
So once we figured out that there was no gas left in the aircon system, we can remove the aircon radiator, and then behind it is the actual radiator for the engine, which is also damaged. So both of these have got to come off.
Front end is off. We found some more damage, which ain't good. So, this leg here, I don't think it's been pushed back. I think what's happened is it's gone inwards like that. I think that's creased inwards. I think I've ordered these, and these are riveted to it, and because it's aluminium, I'm hoping we can give it a bit of a pull, bit of a bend, and just kind of get it back. Yeah, look, the same thing's happened here on this leg. It's gone that way, hasn't it? It would be crazy to replace this whole leg because of that little crease there. So I think Bob will be happy for it as well when he comes to kind of manipulate it back. I'm just checking all of these welds look okay.
Now if it was the insurance, anything with damage on it would need to be replaced like for like. But as long as it's safe, I'm happy for us to do it our way, which also saves a bit of cash. Next step, I'm removing the door so we can access the wing. But this door's also damaged, so it will need to be replaced.
Oh! This ain't a light door! Oh my god!
With that door out the way, we can now access the bolts which hold the front wing on, or fender if you're American. A few on the side and a few underneath, and then the ones along the top. But we're not going to pull that off just yet, because I'm going to do the exact same on the other side. Some of you might be watching thinking, why are we trying to do this in 24 hours? Well, rather than trying to do it in 24 hours, it's more of a timer to see how long it takes. As I think 24 hours worth of labour is quite a lot, but this one is definitely going to be the most challenging one we've done. And with the modifications that I've got planned for it as well, it could take this labour time over the 24 hours. Now I'm removing the carbon fibre Ferrari side sills so I can access the bolts to remove the side skirt. Once the side skirt's off, I can now access the bolts for the front wing on the left hand side. Once they're all out, I can remove it away from the car to reveal a bit more damage.
21 hours remaining when we've not fixed anything yet. But I'm going to go in the interior now because I've got Liam's help. He's going to do the same as what I've done on this side, on that side. and I'm going to take out the seats first, so I've got room to get round, and then I'm going to take out these seat belts, so I'm going to send them to the airbag team because they are locked out, which usually happens when the airbags blow off, hold you in your seat. So, seats out, center console out, find the airbag module, dashboard out. Let's keep going. So whilst I crack on with the interior, Liam's continuing on with removing the front wing on the right hand side of the car. Now, because all the airbags are deployed on the inside of this, there's a lot of repairing I need to do. And first step is removing the seats. 4 bolts which are holding it in, and once they're undone, lift the seat up, disconnect the electrical connection and pull the seat out of the car. Why is there half a ditch inside the car under the seat? How's that happened? And this button here, it's not the ejecto seater one, that's the inertia one. That when you have a crash, that pops up to cut the fuel off. And clearly somebody's already pushed it back down after the accident to get the car started, else we wouldn't have got it going. Right, next step, that seat. Then I think the airbag module will be underneath here, because what we've learned is most Ferraris are the same and they should not change them. Liam's still cracking away at getting that front wing off, and before I carry on with the inside, I've got to unbolt the seat belt which is anchored to the seat. But there's still a lot to take off for me to access the actual full mechanism of the seat belt. Next up, the driver's seat comes out, which reveals more of the ditch which looks like they crashed into, probably with the windows down. And before I continue any further, I'm going to clean up some of those sticks. And it's looking pretty good. Right, Liam's got all of this side off, which is good, but that's unveiled more damage, which we weren't hoping for. Like this quarter here, that is a big dent in here. It's quite difficult to see, but you can actually feel the dent. It feels like, I think what's happened is it's been pulled down, and because that's been pulled down, it's pushed in this area there. It's not worth changing the whole rear quarter just for that. So it just needs a bit of body work. Whether we can try and attempt it, or I'm going to ask Bob when Bob comes here to do the welding, because I know he's done some body work before. We'll see what Bob says, and then if not, we'll have to give that a go ourselves. But for now, I'm going to go inside and start getting that crash module out, the airbag module in the center console. Let's go. The airbag module is usually bolted to the lowest point in the center of the car. And just like the engine ECU, it's the computer, but for all of the airbags in the car. And when the car gets crashed, it has crash data stored on the airbag module. And on Volkswagen and Audi cars, usually you can plug your Autel into the OBD reader and cancel that crash data off just like that. But with these Ferraris, it seems like you have to remove the airbag module and get the crash data taken off by plugging directly to it. So normally on these, the yaw sensor's in it, which like obviously does all the pitch of the car and tells it like when it's braking and moving and turning, and if the back end's going up, then like it knows to change the brake bias, all that type of weird stuff. But this, to me, that looks like the yaw sensor in there, so it looks like it's separate. That looks like the yaw sensor, and that is separate, so maybe it is separate in this, but who knows? The good thing is though, we've got to the airbag module, and that was well easy to take out. Like the bolts for it are only in there, and workshop rules, I can actually put them back in the holes. If that's how you're wondering how do we know where everything goes, we normally just put them back in the holes. So let's get this airbag module out of the car. I haven't got the tools to talk directly to it, so once it's out, I'm going to send this away to the airbag team so they can pin directly onto it and cancel all the crash data on it. And time is ticking down. I'm going to continue with the seatbelts in a minute, but for now we've got to remove the dashboard because it is broken from the passenger side airbag, and I also need to remove this because that is broken from the driver's side airbag. So let's get removing. If it's anything like the 296, the lever should come off separate. Let's go. To get the steering wheel airbag out, there's 2 little holes on each side of the steering wheel. You poke a screwdriver in there, and then that releases a clip which pulls the airbag out. Then there's just 2 wires that I need to disconnect to get it away from the car. Right, I'm just starting to hit the dash out, and I've peeled this back. That is well, it looks like a Ford stop button on the side. What the hell is that doing there? Well, this has got a steering wheel button. Here, look. But then why is there another stop button there?
There must be a reason for it, but only Ferrari know. Now, we've got the master task at unbolting this whole dashboard to get it out so we can get it repaired. I was on the driver's side whilst Liam was tackling the passenger side, and this was an extremely long process, but eventually we were there.
All my days. You would not believe the amount of bolts that are in that.
But now, it's out, and the interior is pretty much stripped.
Right, dashboard is out. It's absolutely carnage in there. That's what it looks like. We've had to take this out, one, because we need a new passenger side airbag, and two, because the lever is broken here. So that can be fixed by the airbag team. So that'll be sent off, along with the seat belts, which we've got to get out as well. But in the meantime, Liam says we can't touch his pile of bolts.
Do you reckon all of them are going to go back in, Liam?
Yeah. I know where they go.
Right, okay.
Trust me.
So by the time that dashboard comes back from repair, he's got to know and remember with his photographic memory where every single one of them go.
It's all up here, lad. It's all up here.
The good thing though is Bob's here from the machine shop, because now it's time to get machine shopping, because we've got loads of bodywork to do. Starting off with this front section, which Bob's going to start repairing.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and it's twisted in, and this is pushed over as well. So they're meant to be parallel. The top and bottom rail there are meant to be parallel, but that's pushed over as well.
Fantastic.
So that's going to be a job to move.
Oh.
This I thought was a square section. But
Yeah.
It's not. It's actually diamond shaped, so it's not far away from the shape it should be. However, it is rotated, so I'll just cut these creases out and rotate it back the other way.
Okay. Whilst Bob's doing that, I can carry on getting the seat belts out, and then hopefully there's more jobs for me whilst Bob's doing that. Otherwise, I'm going to be standing around. There will be jobs because we've got colour changes.
Ooh.
Exciting!
Okay, here's all the structural damage at the front of the car. And if there's any man to fix it, it's going to be Bob from the machine shop. First thing he's going to do is remove the oil cooler, and it's a good job he did, because there was still a lot of milky oil inside of it.
And the delivery is here. Hopefully, we have everything from Ferrari in here. We've had to get some stuff second-hand, some stuff new, bits and bobs, and for being their top customer this year, they've given me some free stuff. Look at that.
Wow.
Well, yeah, thanks, Ferrari. Couldn't get some of the parts here, but managed to get us a keyring and hats. Thank you.
It's the most I've had off any other brand I've bought parts from. But here is, hopefully, most of the parts to build the Ferrari. And I think there's more to come. In the meantime, my dad and Bob are taking measurements to make sure everything is all square. And if it's not, they're going to have to do some bending and manipulating to get it back to where it should be. Next thing he's going to do is cut off these front legs. They're completely toast, and it's a lot easier just to replace them. Then he's going to drill out the rivets which hold it to the chassis legs, and then give it a good old hammer, and off it comes. And he's left with this. He's now going to do the same for the other side. This section connects the bottom leg to the top leg, but both of these are finished. So once he's cut through the welds and got out the rivets, he can knock them off with the hammer. Now, time to clean the chassis legs. Bob's going to be welding to these, so it's important they're nice and clean. And he's decided, instead of trying to bend them back because it's aluminium and it's really fragile, he's going to actually just cut the ends off them and remake the chassis leg out of his own material to match the OEM one. He did try and save as much as he can off the original leg, but it seemed like a lost cause. And meanwhile, I'm on the interior, still working away at trying to get the seat belts out. I've got to remove some of the panels behind the seats, like this top panel here, and then I can access the bolts for the trim which is covering over the seat belt which runs down the pillar. There's one bolt which holds the seat belt to the top, another bolt which holds it to the bottom, an electrical connector which goes to the explosive part of the seat belt, and then the seat belt can come out of the car.
Out comes the belt. That needs to be sent off.
Time is ticking down. I've now got to do the exact same for the other seatbelt on the driver's side, and that is the dashboard and both seatbelts out, ready to go to the airbag team to be reset and fixed.
We need to get these door cards off because these also need to be repaired by the airbag team. I've ordered this, the airbag separately, and then we just need to get this door card fixed. So I'll get this one off. Liam, you get that one off, and then we'll give them to the seatbelt man. No longer seatbelt lady. So whilst I'm getting off the door card, Bob's now over on his table creating a whole new chassis leg out of the same material the original chassis leg is made out of. He's made a section here, then he's going to weld it into a box. This is a skill Bob's been doing for years, and he actually even offers training if you do want to learn how to weld. Bob can teach you at the machine shop. I've popped a link in the description for that. Now he's welding on the section he's just made onto the existing chassis leg. He's made it a little longer than it should be so that he can trim it down to the right size. And he's going to do the exact same for the top chassis leg. Now the trimming starts. After that, we've got the OEM Ferrari end plates. To make sure the legs are the correct length apart, he's going to bolt both crash bars to the end plates. One we got brand new from Ferrari and the other was second hand. But with the crash bars bolted to the end plates, we know they're the perfect distance apart now, and he can then slide them on to the chassis legs that Bob's just created. Give them a few knocks, and eventually they're starting to sit flush. Looking pretty good there. All that's left to do is to weld them in place. Off he goes. Bob's really smashed it out the park with this one. Whilst I'm still on the door card. And I've now got off the leather piece of the door card that needs to go off for repair. Here's stuff I ordered earlier. Some off eBay. In fact, all of it off eBay. Interesting there. Same airbag as the Ferrari 296 and the Ferrari Roma. Not that makes any difference. You still have to pay Ferrari prices. Inside here, passenger airbag. Inside here, from a breakers, left hand door airbag, right hand door airbag. Let's get fitting. All that's left to do on the passenger side door is remove this airbag. Once I've undone the bolts, I can pull it out of place, and that is going in the bin. And now the new one could just slide into the door, and I can pop back in the bolts where they originally came from. Then put in the electrical connection, and that is one door ready to go once the door card comes back from repair. Welcome to the rear of the car. Everything that we're doing seems odd, but that's because we are odd. Well, what's required to do now, I know it's not damaged. Oh, actually some of the car is damaged, like this rear diffuser, but we have a solution for that, which is exciting. So that's got to come off. And also, what we're doing, hopefully in this video, fingers crossed, requires us to remove the rear lights and the badge as well. So, yeah, it won't make sense at the minute, but it will make sense later. And don't worry, we will clean the car. It's just dark outside. We will clean it eventually because we need to for what we're going to do. So, diffuser off, rear lights off, badge off, number plate off. Let's go. Where's Liam? To get to the rear lights, we've got to remove a lot of the panelling inside the boot. Starting off with this section which holds the toolkit in, then the carpet needs to come out. I need to start unbolting parts like this so I can pull the trim off the back of it. Then, out come the rear lights on the left hand side. There's two of them per side. Wow! And that's both rear lights out on both sides. And Liam's starting to take off the registration plate. Once that's off, we've got to work out how this badge comes out. It turns out it's actually bolted from the back.
Oh yeah, a little 8mm or 7mm, 6mm, two of them.
Two tiny little nuts on the back of the bumper, and we can just get a spanner behind there. Yay! It's bolted on. Nay! And of course, all of this is very time consuming.
Front end is all done. I need to put this bit in there, but this is already on the car. This bit's broken, that bit's broken. So I'm gonna cut that off there, weld it onto the bottom of that, and something like that.
So what Bob's trying to do is keep on as much of this structure as possible, rather than cutting the parts off just for the sake of it. Some parts need bending back into place, which is what he's doing now, using a ratchet strap, but you can see how easily all these aluminium parts move. They're super flimsy. Once he's happy with the placement, he's then going to clean it up to get ready for welding. He needs to cut off panels off the new structural piece that we bought, if I can call it a structural piece, because all it really does is hold some aero bits in, parts of the bumper on and an under tray, and once he's happy with it, he can slide it back into the place where it should have gone. He needs to get it in the exact position, using the measurements he took earlier, because if he doesn't get this right, the headlights, the under tray, and the front bumper are definitely not going to line up. Once he was happy with the right hand side, he went over to the left hand side and there was only one piece of aluminium which was missing. So this side was a lot easier for him. And there it is. Most of the structure on the front end is complete. And dare I say, the welds are a lot better than what Ferrari did. Meanwhile, back at the rear of the car, I'm removing the rear diffuser, which actually has electronically controlled aero. I unplugged that, and I've got to go and search for a new one because ours is damaged.
Next step requires the car to be clean, and that is not very exciting to watch. So, 3, 2, 1, clean! Now, we're going to do what we probably shouldn't do, but we're still going to do it anyway because we're experts. We're going to change the car colour because black Ferraris are boring, in my opinion. So we're going to make it not black. We're going to make it a new colour, which is this. I chose this colour. Some of you ain't going to like it. Some of you will like it. But if all of you liked it, that would mean that every car on the road would be this colour. Facts.
Correct, it would indeed.
That would be, yeah. And if everyone liked a black Ferrari, all the Ferraris would be black.
Correct.
So for that reason, I've gone with a colour I've never gone before. Green, baby!
This is a Nosatex Era Green. Now I think it's going to look amazing on the Ferrari.
Either that or we do have another colour, which looks like Barney the dinosaur.
And I would pick that colour all day.
Yeah, I know you would, but it's not very gentleman spec.
This is the colour that it should be.
Oh, yes. Purple. That looks like the Porsche GT3.
That's a Porsche GT3. Ultraviolet purple.
Oh, that would look sick with the yellow.
And now I've got a decision to make.
Why don't we do what we always used to do and flip a coin?
Yeah, and do you know when it's in the air, I'm going to be thinking green. Like, do you like to look at that now and see that green? I'm going to be gassed.
Tony, what colour would you pick?
For this car, I might be swaying towards the purple.
I think the green's going to look good. I think the green's going to look good, and the purple is going to come for a right car. It's going green.
Is it going green?
It's going green.
Say bye-bye to the purple wrap, guys.
No,
maybe another day.
Come back at a future date.
Maybe another day. Today isn't the day.
I had my mindset on the green, but the purple was definitely a good option. Hopefully, I don't regret it. Time to get wrapping. First thing, we need to measure the rear bumper because that's where we're going to start. Then we can start cutting the wrap to size. This wrap is really thick and doesn't necessarily stretch like the other wraps. So we have to do this tactically and make pieces where we think the wrap won't be able to stretch into, like the registration plate recess and the corners of the bumper here. And if we make sure we follow body lines with the joins, it'll almost be unnoticeable. And although the wrap doesn't necessarily stretch like the other wraps, the benefit is that it's super glossy and it almost looks like paint. That's 2 corners of the bumpers done. Now for the main part. We think we just have enough wrap to complete the whole car, so we can't afford to make any mistakes. And on top of that, there's only 13 hours left.
Right, I want to put the horse back on, but do you think the horse should be black?
I don't mind the silver. I think it stands out.
Oh, that looks so sick! That looks sick. Oh my, this is going to become one of my favourite cars. Oh, I'm gassed. And the car ain't even done yet.
Gassed, innit?
Gassed, he's proper gassed, like well gassed.
I'm so excited for this car.
Are you gassed?
I'm gassed, yeah.
And what's even better? The door cards are back from repair, retrimmed and repaired, like you'd never know. So my dad's now going to build up the passenger side door with the new door card and the airbag. And alongside that, the dashboard's back.
Because check this bad boy out. repaired.
You'd never know.
You would never know. All we've got to do is install a new airbag into here. Look, you can even see where it like blows out. Got to put a new passenger airbag in there, and then that'll be as good as new then. And here is the new passenger side airbag. That just slots into place, and there's 4 bolts which hold it to the